heat races that did not qualify, they do a pill draw when they sign in, and that determines the starting lineup for the heat races. So we're about to go racing 6 laps, 3/4 modifieds. Ready to buzz around this half-mile speedway. Here we go. Ethan Wan on the inside of Dustin Peterson. Logan Malone right there in the 3rd spot. Battle for that number 1 spot between Peterson and Wan as they sail it off into 3 for the first time. Dustin Peterson on the bottom. He's got a good run off of 4. Ethan Wan looking for that first ever feature event here at Volusia Speedway Park. Hanging on to that number 1 spot. Peterson in 2nd, Malone in the 3rd spot, Jesse Powers in 4th, Stephen Powers in 5th. I tell you what, Dustin Peterson not going away. 2 in the books. 4 to go. Peterson in 2nd. Juan, your leader. Malone running good here lately. Got a runner-up finish here a few weeks ago in that number 9 machine. But it's all Ethan Wan so far, stretching it out a little bit. It was 0.3 of a second last time. I think he's upped it a little bit this time, as he's up to a 0.5 second advantage over Dustin Peterson. Now Peterson now gaining some real estate as Juan went up there in the loose stuff. Peterson now a car length off the back bumper for that number 1 spot. Dustin Peterson going to get the 2 to go this time by as he works it off of 4. Peterson on the inside, still in 2nd, but not for long. Dustin Peterson and Juan. Juan could have a good run off of 2 down the back straightaway side by side. It's Dustin Peterson, your new race leader. Ethan Wan in 2nd, Malone in 3rd, Jesse Powers in 4th. White flag is in the air. Jesse Powers going to try to work over Malone on the final lap in 1 and 2. Powers on the bottom with a good run. Not going to happen, though. Malone's going to pull off to about a car length advantage. Meanwhile, for the final time, off of turn number 4, ladies and gentlemen, it's Dustin Peterson, your 3/4 modified heat race number 1 winner. Ethan Wan in 2nd, Logan Malone in 3rd, Jesse Powers in 4th, Stephen Powers in 5th, Nathan Wan in 6th, and Jason Stewart rounding out the field. So heat race number 1 in the books. We're going to roll right up next. Good field of dirt car UMPs tonight. 1,500 going to the winner later on. 22 entries. We're about to go green flag racing 3/4 modifieds. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Down the front straightaway. Rusty Young jumps out to the lead. Rusty Young in that blackjack race cars. Here comes Tim Hogan in that number, I don't know what he's driving, 859 car of Tim Hogan. Dalton Hopke on the outside of Hogan. Hogan slipped up a little bit going into 3. Hogan slowing Hopke out front. Hogan in 2nd, Olmstead in the 4th spot as Hogan shuffled the 3rd. Now we're going to have a challenge for the lead. Dalton Hopke in that H1 trying to run down, catching past Rusty Young. Hopke on the high side, hammered down, and here comes Dalton Hopke around Rusty Young. New race leader Hopke in the 1. Dalton Hopke working his magic off of 2 down the back straightaway to be halfway home. This time by 3 down, 3 to go. Hopke continues to lead. Tim Hogan trying to work on Rusty Young. That would be for 2nd as they work off of 2 down the back straightaway. Right there in the 4th spot, Chris Olmstead with a decent run going in that number 7. Rusty pushed up a little bit. Hogan trying to reel him in. Not going to happen this lap. 2 to go. Dalton Hopke will be looking for the white flag this time by as they work into turn number 3. Rusty Young in the 2nd spot. Timmy Hogan in the 3rd spot. White flag is in the air this time by for Hopke as he comes to the stripe. Final time off of turn number 2. Still got a good battle going on for that third spot, or I'm sorry, for that second spot between Hogan and Young. Young looked to be on the high side. Final time off of turn number 4. It's going to be Dalton Hopke, your winner. Hogan looking to the high side of Young for second. It's going to be Hopke, your winner. Young in second. Hogan in the third spot. And Olmsted in fourth. And it's the 5 machine of Chase Cook. Right, Rusty Young. Ethan Wan going to bring him the green. 3/4 modified feature event is underway. Here we go. Young on that loud pedal. Dalton Hopke on the bottom of Young going into 1. Hopke trying to challenge Rusty for that number 1 spot. Rusty got a little bit better run off of 2. Here comes Hopke once again, gathers it back up. Rusty Young going to lead lap number 1. Maybe, maybe not. Yes, he does. Young, your leader. Hopke in second. Dustin Peterson in third. Juan in fourth. Rusty Young in that Young's Enterprise number 48 sails it off of 2 down the back straightaway. Going to lead lap number 2 is Rusty Young as he works it off of 4. Hopke in second. Peterson in third. Ethan Wan in fourth. Logan Malone now in the 5th spot. So Malone with a good run starting out. And we got one off the pace. I believe that's the Chris Olmsted machine. Laps clicking off. It'll be lap number 4. Next time by Dalton Hopke goes around all by himself. Everybody going to miss him over there in 1 and 2. So a scary moment there for the H1 of Hopke. So since Rusty, I don't know if he won a 3/4 modified feature. I know he ran a bunch of Gladiator features. But we're back under green. Let's see if Rusty can pull it off here tonight. Peterson going to try to run with that 48 car. Keep an eye on that Hopke car and that 859 car, as they're screaming down that back straightaway. Be lap number 4. Hopke working the high side in that red car. Young's got a lot of company. Hopke now going to try to get by the 5. Work his way back toward the front. What a run going by the 57 of Ethan Wan. That young man's going to get the victory lane one of these weeks. Wan with a good run going as he's working on the Jesse Powers machine. That would be for third as they come off of 4. Dustin Peterson is there. Rusty Young going to lead that one. 10 to go for Young. He's got a lot of company. Team cars, Blackjack Racing running 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. And Rusty Juan right there in third. A little bit of a bobble by Peterson. Rusty now with a car length. Hopke taking a little bit longer than I thought to get back toward the front. Struggling a bit right now. The car jumped out in front of him. That was a 27 machine. Hopke said, oh my God. Or I'm sorry, Hopke, I'm sorry, Mikey. Rusty Young continues to lead. It'll be halfway home. 8 down, 7 to go. Young, your leader. Juan hanging on to that third spot. Powers in fourth. Hogan in fifth. Logan Malone in sixth. Dalton Hopke back up there to 7th. Old Rusty's listening to every little rattle in that race car. As Juan now going to make a run on Peterson. Ethan Juan now trying to take that number 2 spot. Trying to bring Powers along with him. Meanwhile, Rusty in control here. Going to have a lap car to deal with. Juan up to second. Powers now slicing and dicing, trying to get on the inside of Peterson. Rusty way on the bottom, going to lose some real estate. Rusty went probably lower than he wanted to. He gets by the lap car. What about Juan? Ethan Juan right there on Rusty Young as they work it off a 4. Here comes Powers on the inside of Juan. The battle goes on. It'll be 3 to go the next time by. Rusty Young slipped up a little bit. That's all it took for Powers to get by Rusty. Rusty one little bobble in 1 and 2, and Powers went by. That would be Jesse Powers. Powers, your leader. Young in second, Juan in third, Hogan in fourth. Peterson dropped back to 5th. Jesse Powers now setting sail. Rusty Young trying to gather it back up, trying to get a podium finish out of it. It'll be 2 to go the next time by for Jesse Powers. Powers going to get the white flag next time by. Rusty Young trying to hang on to second. Juan in third. Hogan in fourth. It'll be the white flag this time by for Jesse Powers. Powers with a 1.3 second advantage. Young struggling a bit to hang on to that race car. Final time in the turns 1 and 2. Rusty Young and Juan. Juan now with a good run on Rusty Young as they work it off a 2 down the back straightaway. Hogan going to throw his hat in the ring. Meanwhile, out front, Jesse Powers is going to victory lane in that number 32 car. The battle for second. Give it to Juan over Young and Hogan.